two women were living very different lives in New York. Kristen was a laid-back rock and roll musician.
I'm either sort of in one head where I'm just sort of lazy musician type, or I'm on. And you're never quite sure where I'm gonna be.
And Sarah was a go-getting executive for a popular magazine.
I love what I do, but it's very high pressure.
Right. Or I'm just curious why we didn't get the list already handled.
But I thrive off of that.
But like most good love stories, when opposites attract, the unexpected can happen.
Sarah and I knew each other back in like the 90s.
And we would say hi to each other and bye, but I mean, never on my radar.
The two of us were just like, could walk right by each other. 10 years later, I was like, her.
As much as we were so not alike, we're so alike. It just makes sense with Kristen because there's nobody else in the world I'd rather have a family with. I knew I always wanted to be a mother. I think being gay always puts into question how that's going to happen because it can't happen as organically as one might hope.
We both were trying at the same exact time, but at the same time, you know, we both had tried so many times before, and so we just figured hopefully one of us will get pregnant.
I was doing an IVF cycle and she was doing a regular sort of IUI cycle, and they both took, which was shocking to both. I mean, shocking. That's the main attraction. There it is.
We didn't actually plan to be pregnant simultaneously. I don't even think you could plan to be this simultaneously pregnant.
With the due dates of their babies just days apart and demanding careers to maintain,
the band is missing a strong lead vocal. So, you know, we really do need another member.
life beyond birth will be doubly dramatic.
I worry, like 2 babies, 2 mouths to feed. 2 just ups the ante right away.
Surrounding them is a lively circle of family and friends, eager to share a laugh.
My mother and I get together. I can't even keep a straight face. And my sister's really funny too.
Or to lend a hand.
Does this look like Denny's?
I can't get up anymore.
My mom tends to be very intense,
Hillary ran a lousy campaign.
which is handed down to me, I'm sure.
And Sarah Palin goes without saying.
You know, I think you find out really quickly how generous people are, and it's kind of overwhelming.
Oh, sweet.
But the reality of being a 2-mommy household also holds unique challenges.
There are certain things that we've got to set in place that I think most heterosexual couples don't even have to think about.
You finally get pregnant, and then you have to adopt your own child, and you have to pay thousands and thousands of dollars to do this.
They actually send a social worker into our home to, you know, decide whether or not we're fit to take care of our own kids.
You have to knowingly bring these children into the world a little bit different than others.
Plenty of married couples who really should have a social worker come into their home to decide whether they're fit. They all seem to be able to float under the radar on that.
Just when I thought it wouldn't be cool.
Watch as they tackle it all with humor.
A tear in and of itself is really not, I'm sorry.
Right now, just hearing about it.
With conviction,
These are my kids. This isn't a joke, you know?
and most of all, with honesty.
I can't hesitate if somebody says to me, so who's this baby's daddy? Because it sends a wrong, subtle message to my children.
You guys always imagine being at my baby shower? I know, I'm so sorry. You figured I was like your insurance policy. I know.
I used to tour in a rock band full time, but that's sort of slowed down a bit since all this has started.